Well, good morning, internets. Here we are. We have ourselves a start to another day. It's supposed to be a beautiful day weather-wise. One of the last ones before it starts to cool down. You know, fall's in the air, right? And yeah, welcome to our vlog. So, here we go. Well, today I have an appointment to go and look at an apartment. I didn't sleep very well last night, kind of nerved up and stuff. I don't do well with appointments and having a little bit of a hard time with the whole giving up the house and moving back into an apartment. Something I tried to get away from 12 years ago. However, it's going to be for the best once it's all said and done. You know, sometimes things are for the best. One person can't maintain this house both physically, financially, and what do you want to call it, wise. And I shouldn't have to run it downhill or run it into the ground because, well, I can't afford to maintain it because that's no good for your so-called investment. It's just kind of the way it goes, right? The way my health is right now, I think an apartment would be the better choice. You never know, maybe in the future we can look at a condo where maybe you never know, right? But I'm not going to get my hopes up too much to be able ever to get into a house ever again or a shop ever again, because right now the way I'm feeling, it's not hasn't been a good little while, right? You know, I wanted to branch out and get a house all those years ago because it was what you were supposed to do. And I figured if you had a house, you get a wife, you get a kid, and you're living the dream, right? However, I guess some people aren't meant to live the dream. This house was a struggle right from day one, and continued to be a struggle right up until now, and will continue to probably be a struggle for probably another year or so before it's all said and done. But it is what it is, guys. I'm hoping this apartment is acceptable. I have bad experiences in the past with apartments, and well, this town, some apartments are still pretty rough. So I'm hoping this one here, you know, keeps the rain off my head and keeps my feet warm, and they're a place to live, you know. The winter is always a hard time, and if I can be in an apartment before the snow flies, then it'll be good all the way around, because then I won't have to force myself to hurt myself to shovel the snow, which was the big thing last year. And well, all the yard maintenance and everything I won't have to do anymore, and all that stuff. The other day I was thinking about my videos and that, and yeah, they will change big time. My videos will shift direction big time, and Maxwell's world will not cease to exist, but change from what it was. There won't be a lot of project videos per se, like there was and stuff, because, well, obviously there's no place to do projects. And the way I'm feeling, there's no point in renting a garage, because I'd be paying rent for a building that I only use once or twice a month, or on my good days. That's kind of been the issue, right? But pretty much, guys, gonna get all going and rolling here. Gonna go out and look at that apartment. Maybe I can shoot a video clip. If not, no promises. We'll see how it goes, and see you right back here. Well, hello internets. Here we are. A little bit of a early evening update. Well, had a couple appointments today to look at apartments. The first apartment I went to wouldn't have been a good apartment. I have allergies to molds and wet smells and things like that, and that first apartment most definitely had a water issue at one time, or still does. It can be something as simple as maybe leaking around the tub or in the shower surround, or maybe it's the carpet soaking up groundwater when it rains. But the first apartment wasn't for me. The second apartment that I looked at was on the second floor, which I'm a little bit iffy about, but however, we'll cross that if and when we do get there. The second apartment was a little better. It was a lot cleaner air-wise inside, and you could tell the tenant that lived there, but at the same time it wasn't, damaged or rough or nothing. You almost could have moved in the way she sat, because, well, I've lived in far worse over my years. However, they want to do some painting and stuff in there, so we'll have to see how it goes. I filled out the rental application and gave them my damage deposit, and hopefully, things work out for the best. It's kind of one of them things that it's a little hard to grasp, wanting to go back to an apartment after you've had the freedoms of a house, the lot, the land, but at the same time, unless I make some kind of miraculous recovery, which the doctors don't think I'm gonna, then I'm never going to use the garage like I did. Never going to be able to use the yard like I did, stripping down vehicles and doing projects. And I'm finding it myself, just the basic maintenance of the house is next to impossible. So yeah, it's probably a good thing. It'll be a little rough for a bit, but things will level on out, and I think I will enjoy not having to move the snow, shovel the snow, spray the weeds, trim the trees, all that stuff, right? There is a tiny little deck, big enough for a chair or two and a barbecue. It has a living room and a bedroom and a bathroom and a kitchen. I believe it even has a dishwasher, which is, well, bonus, right? So we'll have to see how it all works out. If it's meant to be, well, it'll be the one that I move into, and hopefully next summer I can have recuperated a bit enough to do my camping that I want to do, and then den up for the winter and go from there. But looks like we have that snow coming. But looks like we have that smoke coming back through. It had cleared up for a day or two, and looks like round 2 is coming on back. So it's wonderful for us with breathing issues. Being outside is hard, especially for long periods of time, especially if you're loading lumber or trying to mow your grass or work on your yard. It's difficult. But I guess there's fires all over the place, and it's just the smoke, well, doing what smoke does best. But pretty much, guys, of course, gonna go inside and maybe hunt me up some supper. See how the evening goes from here, and around we roll. Well, hello internets. Here we go. A little bit of a closing update. Well, we had ourselves a good day. I looked at a couple of apartments. I don't really know what direction to go. It's going to be one of them things that I never thought in my life that I'd be taking that kind of step backwards. Huge fall backwards. Not just a step, but at the same time I didn't know that I would end up being sick, and that I would end up being in the boat that I'm in. It's part of life, right? Sometimes life is filled with good moments, and sometimes they're filled with, well, rough moments, and it's how we pull through them, overcome, adapt, change, however you want to put her, that makes us who we are. Well, currently just editing up some more videos, videos that'll probably go live in another month or two, based on my upload schedule, as well as kind of planning out a few things for my future video-wise. I have a few ideas, keeping in mind my potential living arrangements, and keeping in mind what I can and cannot do, where I'm going to be living, or possibility of be living, and we'll have to see how things shake on out in another, month or 3. Hopefully things go good, hopefully things work out, and well, it'll be what it is. Remember, we do have a fan mail box for all your fan mail needs. The address is down below, as well as links to the social media pages. And as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's Vlogs. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.